Do you see, my gorgeous Aquamarini? Something is going to happen to you before the beginning of this week. Something really unusual, something really strange, something really crazy, and something that doesn't happen to everybody. But it's not like really, really bad. It's not like really, really dark. It's, you know, it's like something, it's really kind of going to throw you out of balance just a little bit before the beginning of this week, okay? I don't want to sound really dark or I don't want to sound really negative, but what I want you to understand is that whatever it happens, you must not rush into any conclusions whatsoever, okay? So something major is gonna happen before the beginning of this week, or even at around the beginning of this week. To some of you, maybe even at around the beginning of this week, something is gonna happen. It's really surprise you what's gonna happen, and this doesn't happen to everybody. You are gonna feel and be like a little bit, oh my God, out of balance. You know, you're going to be thrown out of balance a little bit. I repeat, this is nothing like, oh my God, really horrible and down and negative. I'm just worrying that you're going to get me in a negative way. But I really hope you don't, okay? So this is what it is. Before the beginning of this week, something major is going to happen, something that doesn't happen to everybody. This is going to surprise, or maybe even at the beginning of this week to some of you. Something is majorly going to surprise you. It's going to make you feel just a little bit paranoid, like do, just a little bit. And it's important to mention here that this is something that doesn't happen to everybody, okay? And I always told you very special. No, but also like you must not rush into any conclusions. You must not rush into any conclusions. You are going to find yourself being within this dimension where we become extremely sensitive and we become extremely impulsive. And this is when things can become very dangerous, when we are extremely sensitive and we are extremely impulsive, because we respond, I can't talk anymore, we respond in a completely different way to way we should really respond. Okay, so that's why I must make you aware of the fact that whatever happens, do not rush into any conclusions and do not make an impulsive mistake. This is very, very important, because you can deal with things in an official way as much as you can, in a legal way as much as you can, but it's only one spiritual mama who is gonna be able to help you. There is one particular person in your life. I love this person. I've seen this person all the time. This spiritual person in your life is you will be talking to that person, somebody very psychic, somebody extremely intuitive, and somebody very spiritual, somebody who is in your life. It's going to be guiding you through this. And that particular person is extremely spiritual, extremely psychic, and this particular person is just going to get in touch with you. You will be talking to this person because this is somebody who you normally talk to, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You will be talking to this person, and this person is going to put your mind to rest. And this person is going to really show you the way, what to do. And this person is going to make you aware of something mind-blowing you didn't know before when it comes to all this. Because this person is very psychic. And this is somebody in your life. And maybe it's even somebody in your life who is so psychic and you're not even realize this yourself, you know. Maybe only now you're going to realize. But that particular person is a major person in your life, and that person is going to play a huge role when it comes to you kind of understanding something additional when it comes to what's going to happen to you. And that's your light at the end of the tunnel, because this is ever so important when it comes to you not making an impulsive mistake. You know, it's so important, because it's going to guide you towards the right thing to do. There is some kind of information you're going to get from this person that you would not otherwise understand or realize. And once again, it's going to be confirmed to you if you already knew how psychic this person is. You know, how psychic this person really is. So this is why this is going to be so important, because at the same time, through this person, you will be pointed towards the right direction rather than making an impulsive mistake. And maybe the part of this impulsive mistake would be, don't get me wrong, please here, but maybe the part of this impulsive mistake would be for you to maybe accuse something of someone, maybe accuse someone of something that they haven't done. So that's why you need to be really kind of smart here. You need to be careful here, okay? So this is why this is going to be so important. And again, my readings are like, oh my God. But yeah, you see what I mean? It's like, this is something that I just could not, I just couldn't start this reading without saying this. Because this is either going on in your life at this very moment in time, it already happened right now as we speak, or it's going on right now, or it's going to happen by the beginning of this week. So that's why this is so important. But do not make an impulsive mistake, because you're going to realize something that you didn't know, and that's going to point you towards the completely different direction. And for some reason, you're going to feel so relaxed and so relieved. Yeah, you will feel relaxed and relieved. Okay, so this is why it's important to not to make this impulsive mistake. Okay, and also my gorgeous Aquamarini, right at the beginning of this week, oh my goodness. Okay, so you are going to, you know, right at the beginning of this week, one of the people in your life, it's really going to surprise you. One of the people in your life, it's really going to surprise you. People who you had the problems with before. People who you had the problems with before is going to maybe, most likely, is going to surprise you in such a way where that person is going to be extremely friendly, and that person will want to have some kind of a meeting or something like that again to discuss, you know exactly what. To discuss, you know exactly what. There is some kind of financial this is to do with something financial, and it's to do with a big financial gain. Something is going to be offered to you, and this time, this is going to surprise you. It's going to be impossible to reject. Something is going to be offered to you here, my gorgeous Aquamarini. This is going to blow you away. It's going to surprise you, and you're going to realize that very, very soon, your life, it's going to have a brand new beginning. Very, very soon, your life, it's going to have a brand new beginning. It's to do with things you were planning for so long, baby. It's not like, oh yeah, something new just came up. Ooh, no, baby, no. This is to do with things you were planning for a very, very long time. But you just had so many problems with so many difficult situations and so many difficult issues in life that you had to deal with. You need to understand that this meeting or whatever it's going to be, it's not only about money. It's not only about finances, which are going to work in your favor, but you're also at the same time coming out of something which is going to protect you from going insane. Seriously, which is going to protect your sanity. So this is why this is important. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, at around the beginning of this week, do not ignore this herb. Suddenly, you will feel like you want to consume. Okay, so there is some kind of herb that you will come across. There is some kind of a herb that is so randomly going to get your attention, and you see that herb all the time. You see it everywhere. But only now there is something going to be so beautiful about this herb. Okay, at around the beginning of this week, suddenly maybe you're going to just find yourself looking at some kind of a lavender or something, that you see around you all the time. Whatever this is, I'm telling you again, this is like a God's gift to you. It's like a blessing, because whatever herb you suddenly get connected to, maybe you're just going to be reading a book and see the herb and suddenly you feel connected, or maybe you're just going to watch TV, maybe you're going to be on the internet and suddenly you see this herb. Whatever this is, you need to consume this herb, and I'm telling you, that's why you feel connected to it. That particular herb, it's going to play a huge role when it comes to you get rid of, the toxins in your body. And also at the same time, when you check the properties of that particular herb, you will see that one of the main properties of that particular herb is really something major going on in your life right now that has been caused, some kind of ailment going on in your life right now that has been caused, believe me or not, by all the problems that you had to deal with within the last few years. So make the most of this herb. I'm keep on saying to everybody, I know everybody knows, I know everybody knows this. I'm not trying to be all patronizing, oh, we don't know. Please don't get me wrong, but it's like, there is a herb out there for everything that people are dealing with. There is a herb out there. And you know this. That's why I'm saying, I know you know this. There is a herb for absolutely everything. Any ailment people are dealing with, there is a herb out there. And very often we have been programmed to forget about it. We have been programmed to ignore this, So, because of the obvious reasons. But yeah, anyway, so it's like, so this is why I need you to pay attention to the herb, my gorgeous aquamarini, indeed. And also, do you know what, please, there is something that you are also, my gorgeous aquamarini, at around the midweek, there is something that you're going to feel like you want to explore. You want to explore so much. At around the mid of this week, you're going to feel like you want to explore something so much, so badly. This time, at around the midweek, you are gonna feel there is something legal, something important you're gonna need to go and do, sign something or something like that. This is gonna be ridiculously important, something legal, something important. And then on your way there or on your way back, there is something which is going to really kind of, there is something you're gonna come across. And there is something that it's really going to kind of, it's about this inspiration, the most random inspiration ever, my gorgeous aquamarine. Is something is going to inspire you, and there is something you will want to explore for the first time in your life. And the more you explore this aspect, this element, the more creative you're going to become. And the more you explore this, not only you're going to become more creative, but at the same time, this in itself, it's going to bring the best out in you, because it's going to remind you of some kind of responsibility you forgot about. And if you forget about this responsibility for a little bit longer, it's going to be too late. And it could be also connected to something that seriously will affect your life, like really negatively in the long run. So be grateful to God that you're so in tune, my gorgeous aquamarini. So through your own creativity, you will be reminded of something you're responsible for full on, that you almost forgot about, or that you forgot about. And you need to be grateful to God, because if you forgot about this, and only you can deal with this, that you're going to be reminded of, this would bring you major problems later on. So this is why this is important. By the time you get to the last part of this week now, by the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous aquamarini, you are going to have a major clarity and major confirmation and a major answer to your problem that you were something, not a problem, but something that you were wondering about full on from the beginning of this week. There is something that is going to be driving you nuts, something that you're going to be wondering about. By the end of this week, you're already going to have a big answer to your question, and something is going to be confirmed to you, something major is going to be confirmed to you, and this is why this is going to be so important. But also at the same time, what you need to understand, that it's going to happen at around the end of this week. I'm not being funny, but you finally will be able to realize that you are coming out of this stagnation that was caused by, maybe your family members or the certain people in your life, all those problems and difficult situations that I was talking to you about that you were going through. Only at the end of this week, you're going to realize that you are coming out of some kind of stagnation, because, you will kind of start coming back to yourself. Your energy, it's about to return at around the end of this week. Your energy is about to return. You need to pay attention to how one morning at the end of the week, you are just going to wake up full of energy, like full of optimism. And there is this cat, there is this animal, cat, that you are going to notice. There is an omen you are going to have, a cat. It's going to come to you. There is a cat that you are going to see, and at around the time when you see that particular cat, this is also going to be such a great omen that something that you're thinking about, you know, you need to make an important compromise. You will know what this is, my gorgeous Aquamarini. As soon as you see this cat as a good omen, there is also, this is going to be a sign that you need to make an important compromise with something that you're not even realizing in your mind. You are really kind of thinking about, and that particular compromise at this stage is playing a crucial role when it comes to you moving forward. There is a major compromise you're immediately going to need to make, which is going to lead towards you really ultimately making one of the quickest decisions ever. But how effective this is going to be when it comes to your whole life in general, oh my God. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and see what is going to be your tarot card of the week. Voila, 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 na 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 na. My gorgeous Aquamarini, let's just see what is gonna be your tarot card of the week. I like it how you kind of getting back into your zone, baby. Did you notice how suddenly you want to take care of yourself, you know? If you didn't, you're gonna start feeling this very, very soon. You know, how you want to take care of yourself. Now suddenly you're gonna be reminded of all those things you wanted to do in terms of making yourself feel and look better. I like that. You're coming out of something dark. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, let's just see what is gonna be your tarotina cardina of the weekina. God help me. Oh, listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Also, there is something that you are going to need to, you will want to learn. This card means that there is something major you need to learn, you need to prepare yourself for, okay? And it's really important right now. There is something that you're gonna need to learn, there is something that you're gonna need to prepare yourself for, but there is also a very, very important collaboration about to take place in your life. There is a very important collaboration with few different people about to take place in your life. At the same time, major burden in your life for the first time, you know, it's about to start finally fading away. Absolutely brilliant. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful. You see, lots of people don't realize how powerful blue topaz actually is, especially when it comes to activating your third psychic eye. Yes, lots of people do not realize how significant and how powerful blue topaz actually is, because once we activate our third psychic eye, we start to understand things we never understood before. We kind of elevate ourselves both spiritually and mentally as well. This in itself, it's ever so important when it comes to understanding so much about ourselves in general, understanding so much about this life in general. You know, it really helps you to go through and to go forward in life with a completely kind of deeper, with a completely different understanding, much deeper, much more spiritual, much more serene when it comes to things that have been kind of bringing you down, when it comes to things that have been scaring you, when it comes to things that have been draining your energy in general. All this stops when you wear blue topaz. Why? Because you see things differently, and you know, because it activates your third psychic eye. You elevate yourself to the point where you see literally every single aspect in your life in a completely different light. So why is this so important? Well, it's important when it comes to you progressing in life and making the most out of life, but it's also ever so important when it comes to you protecting your precious energy. You know, it helps you to protect your precious energy as well, and this is why it's so significant. I mean, look at this. Absolutely stunning, my gorgeous people. And this is a handmade sterling silver bracelet. Okay, handmade sterling silver gate bracelet. It's 7.5 inches long and it's 10 millimeter wide, so that is quite wide. And of course, this is like a really high quality blue topaz crystalline, and this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, my gorgeous people. And blue topaz also allow you to channel your inner wisdom and find a perfect pathway to successful opportunities, you know. And to be quite honest with you, like anyone who wears this will embrace will embrace their authentic self and trust, you know, you will trust your own power, and you will most certainly, you know, do things in life that are gonna bring you success in general. You know, you tend to make the right decisions when you wear these powerful crystals. So whether these decisions are like when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, you know, it does help you quite a lot, you know, to make the right decision, because it grounds you. It grounds you in a really specific way. Can you imagine how powerful this crystal is when on one hand it activates your third psychic eye, therefore you elevate, you become so spiritual like never before, but then on another hand it's also very powerful when it comes to grounding at the same time, when it comes to you recentering yourself at the same time. And this is why, because you don't worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about, and very often as well people don't realize how draining this is on our overall energy, you know, and we are not able to get in our life, you know, to the certain stage, you know, as quick as we actually could. So it really is ever so important when it comes to you realigning yourself like instantly as soon as you put this on, my gorgeous people. really highly suggest you to get this beautiful blue topaz handmade bracelet for yourself, or you can buy it for somebody else. If you think that somebody else can benefit from it, you know, why wouldn't you buy it for them? It's absolutely beautiful. And the link to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, it's going to be in the description below, or it's going to be, or I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comment section as well. But it is a rather beautiful bracelet, and of course I only have few of these in stock now.